Welcome sa zip9.com. In this video ay titignan natin maigi yung quadratic formula in relation to its roots. Ano ba yung nature ng roots ng quadratic equations? So, unang-una, number one, we have any quadratic equation has two roots. At kitang-kita natin yan dito sa formula. We have two roots. We have x equals, I think we can put this here. We have x equals negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And the other root is x equals negative b minus. So, pinag-iwalay natin to, square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, wala tayong problema dito. Any equation or any quadratic equation has two roots. So, number two, we have the roots may be equal or not. Or may be equal or distinct, So, kailan kaya siya naging equal? So, pag hindi 0, if b squared minus 4ac is not equal to 0, then the roots are distinct, Kasi may value ka, For example, example is 2 plus minus square root of 3. So, dalawa yung roots natin because b squared minus 4ac, ito yung b squared minus 4ac natin, it's not equal to 0. However, if b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the roots are equal. Bakit? Because if this becomes 0, then we have negative b, x equals negative b plus minus 0 over 2a, So, ibig sabihin nito, dalawa yung roots natin. We have x equals negative b plus 0 over 2a. And we also have x equals negative b minus 0 all over 2a. And both of these equations, or both of the roots, ay equal siya negative b over 2a. So, dito magiging equal sila. So, they can be equal or they can be distinct. Depende dun sa value ng b squared minus 4ac. Third, we have the roots may be real numbers or non-real numbers. The roots may be real numbers or non-real. Non-real, ibig sabihin nito complex numbers, Yung may I numbers. So, kailan siya naging real numbers? If b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, or b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, real siya, The roots are real. Kasi kahit ano naman ilagay mo dito sa loob, di ba? Basta positive siya or 0, ang b over 2a mo ay, pag 0 siya, magiging b over 2a, which is, of course, real number. Kasi yung b natin is a real number and yung a natin is a real number based on the definition. However, pag positive naman ito, kahit ano yan, di ba? Square root of 3, square root of 4, square root of 105. This is a real number. You add it with a real number. You subtract with a real number. Still the same, di ba? And then you divide with a real number. Real number pa rin siya. So, kailan siya nagiging non-real? Pag negative ito, So, if b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, then the roots are non-real. So, kasi pag nag-negative ito, magiging square root of a negative number siya, di ba? And the square root of a negative number is not a real number but a complex number. So, yun ang nangyayari dito if b is less than 0. b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. And lastly, no, number 4, we have if the roots are real numbers, they may be rational or irrational. They may be rational or irrational or irrational. So, rational siya kapag yung may pag-perfect square ito, minsan, di ba? Pare, yung b squared minus 4ac mo is 4, the square root of 4 is 2, di ba? So, pag may number ka dito, plus 2 plus divided by 2a, rational siya. So, kailan siya maging irrational pag hindi perfect square? One of the cases is not a perfect square. For example, square root of 3. So, for example, 2 plus minus square root of 3 over 2. So, square root of 3 is an irrational number. So, maging irrational ito. Okay? So, those are the properties of the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. And magkakaroon tayo ng mga examples nito, no, sa mga previous or sa mga susunod na videos natin. So, titignan natin isa-isa. No? We will have a quadratic equation and then we examine the roots. No? Siya ba ay equal or distinct? Siya ba ay real number ba o non-real? And then, are they, if the roots are real, is it rational or irrational? Okay? So, abangan nyo yung susunod natin na example. Maraming salamat and see you in the next tutorial.